In this tutorial, we're going to look at how we convert recurring decimals. That's things like this in the first question. The two dots means that both the 7 and the 2 recur. So that's 0.727272, etc. We're going to look at how we convert those into fractions. Now, we need to show our working when we do this. The question's always worded carefully so that we have to. And we are going to do it like this. First thing I would do is write out a few decimal places so that I can see it clearly what the number actually is. And then I'm going to write it as f equals. And when I've done that, I'm going to multiply by 10. And I'm going to keep multiplying by 10 until two of my lines have the same decimal part. At which point I will subtract those two lines and I will divide to get f equals on its own, and I will cancel. So let's have a go with a couple of these. Right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to call this f equals, and I'm going to write out a few decimal places. So 72, 72, 72, etc. Now, I've said I'm going to multiply by 10, so here we go. 10f is, well, I move the decimal point and I get 7.27, 2727, etc. Okay, so the decimal parts here are not the same. They would only be the same after one thing if it was just a very simple 0.4 recurring or something. Right, let's multiply by 10 again, and now I've got 100f. And now, moving the decimal point, I get 72.727272, etc. And I can see now that the decimal parts of these two lines are indeed the same. So what I'm going to do, as it says, is I'm actually going to put a line through this one first of all, but then I'm going to subtract, and I'm going to subtract that way. So I get 100f minus f is 99f, and then I get 72.72 recurring minus 0.72 recurring, which is just 72. And I divide to get f equals, so I get divide both sides by 99, and that gives me f equals 72 over 99. But I haven't quite finished because they need to be in their lowest terms. The fraction needs to be in its lowest terms, and I can spot that the top is 9 times 8 and the bottom is 9 times 11, and so I have a factor of 9 which cancels, and now it is in its lowest terms as f equals 8/11. Now let's have a look at a slightly more difficult one. Again, as I write down f equals, I'm going to write out a few decimal places. So f equals, well, this time it's 0.7121212, etc. So they're the things that recur. And multiply by 10 gives me 10f equals 7.121212, etc. Now clearly the decimal parts of those two aren't the same, so I'm going to keep going. 100f is 71.212121, etc. Still nothing the same, so let's multiply by 10 again and hope that something drops out. 1000f is 712.121212, etc. And now look, that decimal part and that decimal part are indeed the same. Okay, so I'm going to do what I did before and cross out the lines I'm not going to use, just neatly so I can still see them. And now I subtract. And I subtract that way to keep things positive. And on the left-hand side, I get 1000 minus 10, which is 990f. And on the right-hand side, well, the decimal parts are going to cancel out, but I've still got 712 minus 7, which is 705. And if I divide, I get 990 on the bottom on both sides. On the right-hand side, they cancel, and I get f is equal to 705 over 990. But I'm hoping that things will cancel. In fact, I can see they will because I've certainly got a factor of 5 top and bottom. So let's write the top as 5 times, well, that's 141. You may take a little longer to do that. And on the bottom, that's 5 times, that's 198. Okay, so the 5s definitely cancel at this point. And I'm going to keep cancelling. So 141, well, if you look at 141, that's definitely divisible by 3. How do I know that? Because the numbers 1, 4 and 1 add up to 6, which is divisible by 3, and that is 3 47s. The bottom is also divisible by 3, and that's 3 66s. And if I cancel there, I get 47 over 66, and 47 is a prime number, so I'm definitely not going to be able to go any further. How you cancel is up to you. There is another tutorial on that, but there we go. That's how you do recurring decimals.